Satnam. I'm Kelly Indra Insulman here in New York City with my Joy Boots on for the month of July, and I'm having a wonderful time. Yesterday I had the opportunity to confront an issue that I think a lot of cancer survivors and people that are recovering from physically from issues with their bodies can relate to. And that is that I was invited by a good friend to go to a new yoga studio, new to me, and take a different kind of yoga class. And so it really reminded me, made me think of people who come to my class for the first time and are nervous about it, given the different things that they're dealing with in their bodies, and the way that I try to teach the class to encourage people to take it at their own pace and really listen to their bodies and be an advanced practitioner, which means that you do what you can and you let yourself rest and you don't try to push yourself too much just because of the people next to you. And so it was a great opportunity for me. I was doing a power vinyasa class, which I don't normally do. And I was with a friend who does it all the time for many years, and filled with a class of 20-somethings who were able to do handstands and all in really good shape. So it was a wonderful challenge for me to do everything at my own pace, and I kept up quite a bit, but there were many times that I came into child's pose while they started to do back bends and handstands and move very quickly. And so I would just come into child's pose and breathe long and deep and remind myself that I'm being an advanced practitioner by taking the time and listening to my body and letting myself rest for a few moments. And I felt wonderful after the class with all of the endorphins going in my brain, and I felt very proud of myself for moving outside of my comfort zone. And then last night and this morning I noticed that my back was hurting quite a bit. And so I think this is one of the dilemmas, one of the paradoxes that all of us humans have to deal with, but especially cancer survivors, as you are confronting different limitations in your body that you didn't have before, and wondering if it's your fault, you know, because I think I hear a lot from people, oh, it was my fault, I made a mistake, I did too much, and then I really paid for it the next day. And the way that I'm choosing to think about this today is that I did something outside my comfort zone. It was fun. My back is hurting a little bit today, but I'm going to try to use the discomfort to cue me to do some really good self-care today. Instead of doing my default, which would be to ignore it or to minimize it or to get mad at myself for why did I do that extra stretch, instead I'm going to do these three things. One I already did this morning, which was to do my own yoga practice. My back is already feeling better. I'm also going to take the time to walk down and get an ice pack for when I take a few moments today to lay down and rest. I'm going to ice my back a little bit as a preventative measure. And then the third thing that I'm going to do is, if I decide I need to lay down on the floor and do some back exercises at some point today, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to ignore the little discomforts and cues. I'm going to feel them and address them. And I would like to extend that invitation to you today and this week, that when you feel cues in your body of discomfort, that instead of ignoring them or blaming yourself or wishing you'd done something different, to just take stock of what's happening and see what 3 self-care steps you could take to help your discomfort feel cared for and perhaps released and relaxed. And so we're going to spend the rest of this video doing a short mindfulness meditation for just observing what's happening in your body today. So you can place your right hand at the center of your chest And you can place your left hand at the belly. And go ahead and sit up nice and tall, or if you're lying down, just notice where you're connected to the floor or the bed. You can close your eyes to begin to go within, pressing the sits bones if you're sitting downward, relaxing your shoulders and your face, and taking a few moments here just to arrive, noticing your experience in this moment. Even though you're not doing anything, there's so much happening inside of you, in your body and in your mind. And not judging that, just being with it, allowing everything to be just as it is in this moment. Noticing any areas of sensation and turning towards them in a kindly way. Just noticing what's happening there. Breathing into it, not pushing it away. And now notice the areas where there is no sensation. And just be aware of those parts. Breathing into those parts as well. Allowing both parts to be present. The parts with sensation and the parts that you're not feeling sensation. And just allowing everything to be as it is in this moment. In this moment, everything is already okay. Feeling that to be true. As it is. I hope you have a wonderful day and a great week. I'd love to hear what you're doing this week to take care of yourself and to be in awareness of your discomfort and turn towards it to take care of it. Thank you for practicing with me. There's lots of other videos at my website, www.joybootsforcancersurvivors.com. Sat Nam.